Shalom. All right, y'all. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Christ, Yahweh Shai. It's your brother, Chief Priest Alazar Maloy, aka the Gorilla Hebrew. I got the deacon here. I got Hassad to my left. We got somebody who I'm not exactly sure what his position is. I know he believes in the Book of Mormon, though. We know that for sure. He's into the Book of Mormon. He follows the Book of Mormon, on some to one degree or another. And I think there's some other fine points to his doctrine that are very unique from what the deacon was relaying to me earlier. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, we want to deal with that tonight. Go ahead, Deacon.
I don't see the invite button no more.
It's right there. You might not could use it. You probably see it on your thing, but you probably can't use it. But if you just check you got the link. Shalom, Ariella. Big up everybody, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh broke a thumb. Tomorrow, programming note. Oh no, though, tomorrow now. Tomorrow, I know usually right here on Sakari Public Enemies, we usually do a premiere, one of the Power Hour premieres, but tomorrow we're gonna be going live. We'll be live 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. We'll be live right here on Sakari Public Enemies, doing a very special show. We're gonna be taking calls, etc. So look out for that. Nathaniel Allen, if you're interested in getting onto the Situation Room, send us an email. Somebody give Nathaniel Allen an email. All you can do is send us an email. Deacon Akai will get in touch with you and he'll set you up for the Situation Room. Yafa, this is live. Situation Room is live. The classes are live. The 30 for 30s that are going on the Sakari main page are rebroadcast premieres that appear live and you can interact live. And then we have the Power Hour premieres Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, which are recorded typically on the streets and then premiere live. So a premiere is like a TV show. All right, it just is. If you turn the TV show on the TV, it just plays. You can't, rewind and do all. You just watch it as it happens, and then you have the live chat aspect, so you can interact, you can super chat, things of that nature. Those things are available on a premiere, right? So it's a unique watch along experience, but the video is not in fact live like this one is, like our typical live classes are. All right, that's the difference. Mike Levi, I wouldn't be mad at you, but some wouldn't. Some would, some wouldn't. So you kind of gotta just work out your own salvation. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh's father, Yahweh's follower. Smitty West, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, water. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all like, sub, share, super chat. So, Glenn King, a super chat. If you look in your, if you look, there's a $sign in the chat box. You click on that. It's a way for you to give a live donation. So you see how it just came up. The brother Smitty West just donated $19.99. If you click on it, you could also donate money. You would connect your credit card to it, and then you would donate cash if you so desired. It's this. If you watch it on the mobile, you see there's a $sign right here. Oh man, hold on. And boom. But now they have something called Super Sticker also. So Super Sticker is new, but basically with this Super Sticker, you get all these different emojis, special stickers and emojis that you can basically, if you click on any of them, it'll be a specific amount of money. Truth be told, y'all about Shemya Shah Brakatah Wata Wata. So that Super Sticker is a real new feature. You know what I'm saying? But then of course you got Super Chat, and then you can slide it over. However much your heart, wherever's on your heart, if it is. So that's basically what the super chat is. Yeah, Gun King. For sure. All praise to the Most High. Yeah, we waiting on this dude now. Daniel Colon. How about Shemya Shah Brakatah Wata Wata, brother, for your gracious donation. Waiting on dude now. Oh yeah, while we waiting too, for y'all over righteous, man, just plug your damn ears. But on my clothing website, urbangorilla.com, we're gonna be doing something because y'all know it's Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, all that's going on over the course of this weekend. So I have some special deals over there as well as some new items. Some new items should be out. And I think I'm gonna be giving 25% off all the Gadite and Reubenite inspired clothing for the weekend, man. Since Esau's feasting to the genocide of our brothers, we're gonna give a special discount for our brothers at Gad and Reuben. Feel me? Smell Goods though is definitely on deck over there. Also, yeah, I got a something new coming out in the fragrance department as well. Should be Most High will it be ready by this weekend. So just check the site, check my Instagram as well at Urban Gorilla URBNGRLA. Feel me for the updates on that as well. I'm in Facebook jail until I should be out tomorrow. Most High will. So, but you always go to the Gorilla Hebrew, my like page, or the Urban Gorilla like page. But the Allah's All My Lawyer page is in Facebook jail right now. Chris Simeon, you ain't got to become homeless just because you live in a house where your family believe in Christianity. You ain't got to be homeless. You just don't partake in what they got going on. You see what I'm saying? See, give me that. We in the world, but we're not of the world. You see what I'm saying? He left us in the world, but we're not of the world. That's a fact, Glenn King. DeJuan Dorsey, prove it. I done read the prophecies that's on the pyramids in Mexico. They are found nowhere in the Book of Mormon. So that's not true. You got to go watch Viva Yasharala when I go on the Bola Yokote, and you deal with that whole history and science. That prophecy is not in the Book of Mormon. So what is it that they found on the pyramids of Mexico that they got in the Book of Mormon? I can't go for that. Go ahead.
1 John.
I got ginger tea upstairs, man. I'm all good now. This is allergies now. This ain't even the sickness. Go ahead.
1 John 2. No, man, that's not it. My bad. Hold on. Let me find it.
There you go, the Swoovius. That's exactly what it is. Brother, we getting ready to bring him on. Dude who's dealing with the Book of Mormon. We getting ready to bring him on, most high will. We just kind of wait now. Thinking any idea on the ETA?
Should be any minute.
Okay, all praises. Tazapanya, a pseudo and a pedo who laid in bed with boys too. Let's go into that history on Joseph Smith. What's up, man? Can't find the verse?
No. I mean, I think I'm trying to find the direct one you're talking about.
Also, y'all, tomorrow, before we're gonna have of course we're gonna be live at 9. Before that, there'll be a 30 for 30 premiere that'll start about 8 on the Sakari page. But what I want to say is that tomorrow we're gonna be doing something very special as a camp, the Sakari. I mean, we usually wouldn't, let no one see it. So like I'm trying to find this.
I was tweaking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the exact thing.
It's not. I thought it was 1 John. You know what I'm saying? Then I thought it was regular.
Nah. I think it's right here, John. It's Saint John.
Not 17, is it?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read 14.
All right, that's how I'm there.
To 17. Let's just go all the way to 17.
All right, John 17 and 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hateth them.
So the world hates us because we follow the word of the Most High, the law, statute, commandments. The world hates us for that, literally. Read.
Because they are not of the world.
Because we're not of this world, right? We're not following. We're not feasting to the genocide of the North American Indian anymore, right? We're not of the world. Read.
Even as I am not of the world.
Even as Yahushua was not of the world. Read.
I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world.
So he don't pray that he take us out of the world. So you're going to be amongst these people that's of the world. You may be in the house, and that whole house is Christian. And here you are, keeping the word of the Most High. Read.
But that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Instead, he keeps you from evil. So you're there, you're in the midst. We're in the midst of this evil, but we're kept from it because we're true to the word of the Most High. So no, you don't got to become homeless. If you're in a house full of Christians and yes, your family, and that's the only people who you currently have the availability to stay with, you don't become homeless because of that. You stay in that house, but you keep yourself from evil by the word, by the Spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
That's right. We are not of the world the same way Hamashiach Yahushua is not of this world. There's more on that?
No, that's it. Okay,
so but yeah, we're doing something very special tomorrow. It's called Sakari War Games. It's something that we do periodically, at least once a year. Basically, make almost everyone in Sakari go do head-to-head debates with each other. And one brother will have the burden of defending the truth. The other brother will have the burden of basically playing demon, coming as a gainsayer against the truth. And we get particular doctrines and subject matters, and we do it. Usually we wouldn't let nobody see this or anything like that. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a private live stream on Patreon. So all of y'all that's on Patreon, on any tier, we're going to let y'all tune in. It's going to start about noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific. So if y'all want to check that out, see all the different soldiers, the war dogs, the officers, the sergeants, etc., go head to head. The Spirit is going to be, like I said, about an 8-hour event. Y'all ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. I know a lot of y'all going to be off and y'all not partaking in this folly day, commemorating the genocide of our brothers, the tribes of Gad and Reuben. So if y'all want something to do, go on over to that Patreon, patreon.com/Sakari. Go over to that Patreon. Any tier, whether you 5, 10, or 15, is going to have access to this live stream tomorrow. You show me that one.
That's just all I see.
Yeah, man, that's what we do. It's the type of stuff we do at Sakari, man. We try to keep it sharp. We try to swing them daggers. All praise Christ Zion.
I'm interested in this debate because I know some of our Israelite brothers swear the Book of Mormon is our book.
Yeah, the brothers is tripping. I mean, we got to understand who just Slack. I missed somebody. Somebody just gave that 5. I missed. Ovi got it. Y'all about Shemel Shabbat thought about what he said. So our question: Genesis 16:16 versus Genesis 21:5-18. How old was Ishmael when he and Hagar got kicked out into the wilderness? In his 50s or a child? Okay, read those. Genesis 16:16 and Genesis 21.
He said Genesis what?
16:16.
Genesis 16:16. It says, and Abram was 86 years old.
86.
When Hagar bare Ishmael to Abram.
86. Okay, so then get Genesis 21:5.
Genesis 21:5. It says, and Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. So 14 years later.
But you gotta keep going to where he gets kicked out.
And Sarah, when we read it all the way down to
18.
Read all the way down to 18.
Yeah, might as well. We ain't got to do it yet. So
and Sarah said, God hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children suck? For I have borne him a son in his old age. And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast that same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abram, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. And this thing was very grievous in Abraham's
Joel
sight.
tribe of Issachar, Yahweh Shemiah Shabbat go
Because
ahead.
of his son. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman. And all that Sarah has said unto thee, hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba.
Okay, yeah, so he was 14. He was 14 when that happened. Yahya, I see you in the chat. Check your text messages. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what happened. The other day we was debating Negro onlys last week, and Joel, same brother, gave 10 last week, right? Why somebody came on the comment board and said, see, they're only defending the Latinos because one gave them, they're paying them. I said, Dan, you think we just sold out for $10? We just gonna sell out for $10?
$10, huh?
$10?
That's cool.
You people are crazy, man. Big up to the brother Joel Tribe for his continual support of the camp. Go ahead.
That ain't even a meal. That ain't
Come on,
$10,
bro. I can't go to McDonald's $10.
Right.
Are you kidding me? I got kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna do with $10? We gonna sell out for $10?
The homie got kids.
The homie's got kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like $10. We love our brothers. We gonna bang our brothers. Ain't no amount of money that's gonna stop us from doing it, or is gonna make us change up in any way or form or fashion, man. Point blank, period. I said, damn, $10. Wow. Are you kidding me? That's nuts. You could give us $20, twice as much as he gave us. I'm not gonna then if I follow logic, if $10 gets me to teach that, then I should be Negro only for $20, right? Here's the problem. I'm not switching up, period. People are crazy. There was a doctor saying some scripture was buried with Moses. Yeah, I don't know about that doctrine. That's crazy. And if it was, we don't know where Moses is at. So if there was scriptures that was buried with Moses, we ain't got them. We ain't finna have them. So You know, ain't even no reason to dwell on that. All praise the Most High, Joel. You know what I'm saying? He's a $10 can't even buy. Come on, what's the special at La Citadel, man? It's like $7, $8.
Hell no. Oh, the special?
The special.
Okay, yeah.
See, but I can't live with the special.
Nah, bro.
The special ain't enough for me. I
Bro,
need
that's
just $16.
Bro, I spent almost $40.
You see what I'm saying?
Between me and you, yeah.
We can't eat. We can't eat with no $10, man. At Five Guys, you get a burger $10.
Five Guys is actually better. I'm tripping. It's just why do you care all that and wait?
Talk about it, Nicole, yeah. Come on, so like it, y'all.
Do you see him in the back chat, or is this guy running?
Nah, he ain't here, man. He's not here. Nobody's here. Just us. You said it. You sent him this stuff.
Yep.
Lord in Christ. I'll be in Florida. Yeah, I'll be in Florida next week. Next week, the 6th to the 8th, I'll be in Florida.
Move good, and man. Wow, what a blast from the past. All right. Look what he posted. Man. Or Mo Gooden, my man.
Where you going with this?
Yeah, Zashia. I remember bringing up the history of racism in the Mormon church, and I made a Mormon missionary cry when I was 13 years old.
That's great. Florida, I'll be down South Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Miami, I'll be there. Yeah, well, Sons of Thunder ain't far. Sons of Thunder camp is blocks away from our camp. And sometimes when it rains, their camp is a little better. Their camp spot is good for when it rains. So if it's raining in the city, I'll just say, let's just go get Unity Camp with the SOT Akim. You know what I'm saying? So there was, oh yeah, I see that. Look, I get. Come on, Sports Stats update me on everything the Pistons got going on. But yeah, y'all seeing the video from the last time we went, but we just was there this last weekend too. We just was there on Saturday at Sons of Thunder. So look for them videos coming out very soon.
Sakari, San Francisco. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Do we got somebody who wants to take this guy's place?
Our main camp in Atlanta is at CNN Center, Thursday nights and Saturday afternoons. Thursday, 8:30. Not this Thursday though, but most Thursdays about 8:30, and then Saturdays at about 4. We also open up a Friday camp, Friday afternoons on Peachtree as well. But that'll be times will vary in locations. We may try other locations out as well. So But yeah, I'll be out there in Florida next week. Also the summit coming up in Florida, y'all. 14th Hebrew Summit. Illegal, y'all. By Shemel Sharbraka thought about the water. Beautiful. Illegal, you was out there at Seattle camp? You know what I'm saying? It is next week. This dude talking about it ain't next week. It's next week. It's the 6th. That's next Friday. It's in about 9 days. Yeah, so I'll be out there next week. But the summit is in February. Summit is in February 6th to the 9th in the Fort Lauderdale area. You know what I'm saying? Camp will be in South Beach though. So I'll be out there though next week. So we'll probably be doing South Beach camp, Little Haiti camp. Most Wood schools coming soon. I've submitted the application, so I'm just waiting to hear back. JJ Charlemagne, what would you like me to talk about? Hey, you said, can I speak about Haiti? What about Haiti you like me to talk about? Is there something particular? Like what's going on right now? I got a whole lot of Haiti in my WhatsApp right now.
Somebody said blow your nose. How about I blow your head off with a 44 Bulldog Ruger?
Listen, man, y'all. I'm dealing with these allergies now. I don't know what's got me acting up like this. This is kind of crazy. All praise to the Most High, Legia. An Old Testament Israelite just only follows the books that they call the Old Testament. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai, Christ, the Messiah. They don't believe in him. Well, so where's the boy at, Deacon? Bring it out, Tazapanya. A lot of these dudes capping in the chat. What's the real deal? The water, Ace Judah. The water. No, it's some antihistamine. Listen, man, y'all don't worry about me. Most High will get me right.
He's trying to conjure up Joseph. Oh, Israelite Jews believes the Book of Mormon.
Oh my God. Well, what's up, Israel? What's up with Israelite Jew? We ain't got this dude. Let's get Israelite Jews on, man.
Israelite Jews, you trying to come on? Who's trying to have some friendly smoke?
Colin, y'all watch him, y'all shot Brakatah with the water. Yeah, you can just come on the show, bro. Shaquad. Shaquad's ready to go. Shaquad can't wait for war games. Get on that Patreon, y'all. Y'all want to see this war games tomorrow. That's what I can tell you. Sakari.com/Patreon.
I can't believe y'all brothers from Book of Mormon. Are you kidding me?
Come on, y'all, Book of Mormon.
Are you serious?
He claims Joseph Smith is not an Edomite.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's why I got on about that. I got one question.
Salakia, Anuna Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah, walk the water for your grace donation.
Israelite Jews or any more Israelite who believes the Book of Mormon is authentic. Who wrote the Book of Mormon? Answer that question. Who wrote it? I said, yes, it's a trick bag. FYI, just so you know. Who wrote the Book of Mormon? And don't play a game either. Who wrote it, damn it?
The brother said he's trying to get on. You know what that means.
Even the phone.
When you're coming to Seattle,
when I went to Seattle, I mean, I was there and when I went to Seattle, bro, March. I don't know when I'm going back, to be real with you. I don't know. All I got planned right now, I got 3 Florida trips planned. I got a New York. Well, not a New York. I'm not probably gonna be working when I go out there. So I got Florida and then possibly Chicago and Charlotte for February. Other than that, I ain't got nothing planned right now. Other than that, come see me at CNN. Somebody said I'm never coming to Sacramento. I want to come to Sacramento. I want to do the whole I want to do a real Northern California tour, but you know it's Brother just ain't had the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to like your brother said, though, we got an officer in Sacramento. Sakari San Francisco is actually live in Sacramento, but for me, I just ain't had time, man, to do everything. You know, I've been trying to travel a little less lately. To be real. I think we got him, Deacon.
All praises.
All praise, y'all. Watching y'all. Sorry, let's get him on.
All right, we on. What's going on, bro?
Sure, no, man. What's going on, bro, man? Good to be talking to y'all, man.
All right, cool. So look, you know, we've been on here for about 40 minutes. So now we're gonna have to get straight to it. You know, we titled it Book of Israelites versus the Book of Mormon because when you first messaged me, you were talking about the Book of Mormon, but we don't have to just talk about that. We could talk about whatever you know, your points of contention or whatever you want to bring out. So what you want to do?
Yeah, man. I was just mentioning that the Mormon thing because I had a few Mormons and stuff come by the house and everything, man. You know, I just felt like they were trying to get me to see what, you know, basically what we thought about it, like basically what the Israelites thought about the Bible. And I saw that they came from the Tower of Babel, but they came over here with I think it was like, I guess it must have been like Christopher Columbus or somebody like that, bro. They came over here on another a trip before we got here to the Americas, because they mentioned how Christ came to the Americas and gave them a book, and
Well, yeah,
and it was supposed to deliver them.
That the Northern Kingdom of Israel came over to America. That's what they believe.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. You know what I'm saying, about the Mormon part, but I wanted to really talk about like who Esau really was and Laban. Do y'all know Laban's nationality?
Yes, Laban's nationality is Syrian.
Yeah, see, he was like I see a lot of your videos, bro, and it's like I know some people try to say that Esau was black and stuff, and it's because of Laban was our uncle. He was an albino. Now Negroes are the only people who can have albinos. So Esau was a albino. That's why they say he was red all over, because he blushed red. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like it said he was red all over like a hairy garment. You know what I mean? So Esau was you know what I'm saying, the brother, and when he lost that second birthright, he went out and mingled with the nation that he wasn't supposed to, would be so-called, you know, fallen angels. Is how he was able to make that right, the white race. So we can share Esau's spirit. We can share Esau's spirit because, you know, that's our brother. Since it's just like back in the days when they used to have the cartoons, they had the angel and the devil on the shoulder. Since what the serpent did in the garden, that's why we constantly got bad and good thoughts. That's why God flooded the world in the beginning of the book, because he said that we constantly had wicked thoughts. You know what I mean? From what the serpent had done, and that's where he tried to finesse the bloodline, and so we'd be confused by races and things like that. But God also kept it's like a God design was to, you can never hide a Negro, no matter how much you mingle and hide in the different kind of races. You always know a Negro. You know what I mean? So that was always our promise. You know what I mean? That was a promise by God design, because the devil wanted to mess it up in the garden. If you want, genealogy means Genesis means genealogy. So it'll tell you everything. It'll tell you who everybody is from genealogy, just following the bloodline. Because it say something like it say that the sons of Adam was Seth. It didn't say anything about Cain. You got to find out who Cain's father is. It don't mention who his father is, because he's separate from us. He because of
Wait. Okay, so you been ready to pop this shit, huh? But look, so check this out. So
Y'all avoid the truth, man.
no, it's all good. So I'm trying to figure out where the disagreement is, if any, that you
Oh
have
no.
with our teachings.
Man, I ain't got no man. Look, man, it's an honor to be speaking to y'all, man. I'm glad y'all even, you know what I'm saying, even just reaching out to you, boy. Like I said, I mean, bro, it's just like, man, Christ, the revelation, man. Christ revealing a lot of stuff to me, man. You know what I mean? And it's just like when I'm coming, you know, that's why I always say I think not that I come to destroy the prophets. You know what I mean? But to fulfill, I'm just wanting to add on to it because, like I said, I watch a lot of y'all videos and stuff, and I know we ain't really supposed to be getting into too much of this because it's gonna end up being contention and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to figure out stuff to dissect it so they can mislead, keep on deceiving us and stuff. But we gotta we see, he said a third of us gonna get destroyed for not believing this when we do find out all this truth and put it out
So,
there.
so you believe I heard you mention something about Cain and this. You believe that Cain has, I'm sorry, the serpent had sex with Eve?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, look, this the thing, man. It's like God. The reason he kept talking about he was speaking in parables and stuff like that, man, because it's really our Father, man. You gotta really think about it, man. He talking and he's speaking just like us. He said it was gonna be somebody in the last day to be able to understand those dark sayings. Those dark sayings. He's speaking of those the punchlines and the metaphors, all the slick ways of talking, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of people that trying to dissect it only to, you know, Cain wanted to know why and how God did a lot of these things. We don't really need to know all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't the fact that we accepted the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Knowledge, too much knowledge will corrupt you. So the fact that we
are you about to blaze up a black and mild right now?
forgive me, man. Hey, but look, man. Look, that's another thing, man. We the Lord on the Sabbath day, man. He said John came not drinking and eating, and the Son of Man came and they still didn't believe it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. I'm not justifying. I ain't justifying it, but I was about to fire one. Excuse me, man.
Do you believe we have to keep the laws of God?
Yeah. Hey, okay. Now look, Christ is the mediator between the law and faith, right? So the Old Testament is law, and then the New Testament is faith. But a lot of people think that Christ is really, you know what I'm saying, of the New Testament, but he's the mediator between the two, saying you can't have one without the other one. You can't have. So we lord over the Sabbath day. See, our sins is blameless, bro, because we got stole. You feel what I'm saying? So it's different. You know what I mean? So that's why I forgot who it was able to eat that food on that Sabbath day. But
okay,
yeah. Now it's a remember.
What do you
think? It's a remember the Sabbath day. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So it's saying remember. It's like basically knowledge. We can't be perfect, but like I was talking to another brother earlier. And he was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's like practice. Just keep on going towards that. But you know what I mean? We can't be perfect. We cannot do every law. We cannot.
Okay, Rocky. So what happens if we sin willfully?
If we sin willfully, you got consequences of yourself, and then you got consequences that you do towards God's people. You feel what I'm saying? You saying willfully, it's like karma, bro. You know what I mean? The law, science say the law says that if I put my hand in fire, it's gonna burn me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like it's the same thing with you when you sinning willfully, dog. You know what I mean? You're gonna get your consequences of what you do. Right. Like that's why
so will God forgive you if you sin willfully?
We could. We are the one that have the power to forgive. We are.
According to the Bible, if you sin willfully, does the Messiah's sacrifice, meaning your sins being pardoned, can you still take advantage of that?
Nah, it ain't wise to take advantage of it. It ain't wise to take advantage of it. No, it's not. So you know what I'm saying? It's not a good thing to do. But like I said, it's not. I'm not. Like I said, it's not to take away from anything that y'all doing because man, Look, but okay, look, what y'all doing, man, is perfect. But you know, y'all supposed to teach us that the laws of what we're supposed to be doing, just so you know what I mean, like just to build us up. You know what I mean, to practice make perfect type thing. You know what I mean? But it's also a stumbling stone before us for us to try to uphold the law. It's a stumbling stone. That's what he was talking about. The stumbling stone before us is that not knowing that know the passages when he kept talking about you don't just faith justify the words and the words justify faith. Is basically saying that you can't have one without the other one.
Yeah. So how are you showing God your faith? How are you showing your faith?
Man, I'm in this world, but I ain't of it, man. I'm Daniel, man. You know what I mean? Hey, it just look like this on the outside, man. You know what I mean? But my whole life has been based off faith. You have to know who I am. My whole life is based off faith.
Okay, so you're faith based. Would you say you're faith based?
Yeah, and I follow the law as well.
You follow the law?
Not the whole law, man. Don't try to, man. Don't try to do it, man. I ain't perfect, man. I need y'all boys to show me the right way. Put it like that.
Okay, well, if you've been watching the videos and we make mention of the right path, where to get that, Hassan? How shall a man? Where shall a man cleanse his ways?
Oh, Psalm 119:9.
See, he said it ain't what goes in a man's mouth that defiles him. It's what comes out.
Rocky Polo, what's the context of him saying that?
The context. What you mean by that, bro?
When he made that statement, what was
he mean?
What was the context that was surrounded around him? That
he was saying that basically, man, us as the Israelites, we was getting condemned for.
Oh no. We got to start. I said, what was the context surrounding that? There's a reason. Something inspired that quote. What inspired that quote is his disciples ate their food before they washed their hands. When he said into a man that defiled him, he was referring to eating with unwashed hands. So let's not make this like Christians do. It's not eating with hands that ain't been washed. That's all.
See, but he also mentioned of these people who wash their cup before and then drank some dirty drink. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like those are the people, those are the kings, those are the people who are going to get the judgment. Are the people that's in power right now, the presidents and the kings and stuff like that. Like I said, our sins are blameless because we were stolen.
I don't think it's anything like that. I would think it's Israelites that front like they righteous and they're not. You know, they look righteous, but behind closed doors, they're not. I would say that's what that would be in reference to. Not, president.
Yeah, it can also mean that towards us. It's when he's speaking to both of us, but you know what I'm saying? With some people it's by blood, with us it's just sharing the spirit, because we it's like, okay, the parable of the wheat, the parable of the sower, he said the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man who sowed wheat seeds into his field. And the wheat seed was the good seed, right? And then the man came along, so tares. And the wheat seeds are brown, tares are white. So that's just like the leaven of the Pharisees. It's like the dope game, man. Putting cut on the dope. You put the leaven on the bread. You feel what I'm saying? To cut it and stretch it. And then also they bleached it. They have covered the faces of the judges thereof, even in that. Because he then, you remember he told them to explain, so he was speaking in parables and punchlines, because it's not meant for everybody to understand. That's why even later on they said, hey, explain what you're talking about when you're talking about the wheat and the seed. He said, hey man, the wheat seeds are the children of God, and the tares are the children of the wicked one. And the angel wanted to go in there and pull the tares out, and he was like, no, we're gonna wait and let them grow together. So that's a analogy for a representation of us being mixed and mingled, the wheat with the tares, and somebody wanted to come along and take the evil out. But at the end of the day, he said, let them grow together. Because now in this fourth generation, for 3 transgressions and for 4, this is the 4th one. It's not reincarnation, but it's the same movie that's over and over again. We are the characters that's in it.
Brother Rocky, are you high right now?
Man, come on, man. Let's just talk, man. Come on, for
Are
real.
you high? It's a serious question. Are you high?
I,
Yes or no?
I went with the scripture, though. That scripture right about the parables, right? And
Yeah, I'm,
the week.
I'm just asking a simple question.
That's
Are you
irrelevant.
high? Yes or no?
That's irrelevant, man. I'm just, man. Look, we can
Okay,
all be
it's not. Go ahead.
intoxicated
It's
by a
not.
lot of things. We can be intoxicated by doctrine. We can be intoxicated by some confidence.
Are you intoxicated though? That's the question.
Man, look, that's what I'm saying. Look, anybody can be intoxicated. Well, I'm intoxicated by this word right now. He said that Holy Spirit was going to drop on us in the last days. See, revelation is revealed, so I mean a lot of things were concealed.
All right.
In order to
Rocky,
reveal something,
Rocky, let me ask you a serious
you're
question.
not.
Let me ask you a serious question, Rocky. How many controlled
I've been clear out, bro.
How many
I've been
controlled
clear out.
substances do you use or abuse?
Bro, look, man, look, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, bro. Look, you know how many kids and stuff that came to this barbershop right here. I'm the best barber in America, man. I'm just
Look, so look, he's celebrating the murder of our brothers. One, then two, right? Then we got part two. He's a barber, so he's breaking the laws. He's constantly lining brothers up and things. That guy, man, wow, wow. I mean, we done had a lot of nutcases on this show, but I think he ain't worse than the white David, the white David. He ain't worse than him, but he's right up there though.
Hey, Rocky, man, if you're listening, brother, if you're you stay watching our videos, repent, man, and keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, brother.
Listen to our videos.
Yeah, don't just watch them. Listen.
That was the most. That was the clear philosophy of a nigga that smoke a lot of weed. He smoke a lot of weed, and he just sits on that porch and he'll philosophize to anyone that will listen. He's that brother in the hood. You see what I'm saying? He just smoked that weed and he read the Bible, so he pulling different parts of it that he recalls. You see what I'm saying? And what is he doing with them different parts he's pulling? He's just creating a damn gumbo.
A mixed garment. Hey, Nathaniel, let's put this link in the chat for my brother Nathaniel.
Yeah, let's get the link. Look at it.
They're in here going in on Hassan's afro.
Yeah, they ain't playing, bro. I just took out my braids. And
who said what about your afro?
Bro, everybody, bro. Somebody said I look like Zero from Holes. Somebody said I look like Pennywise. Somebody said I look like Cruz off Coach Carter. These niggas is disrespectful, bro. Someone said I look like Colin Kaepernick.
I ain't gonna lie, those are all really good too.
Someone said Thuggish Ruggish Bones.
It was all great. Wow. Jaffa said Pootie Tang. Oh God.
Oh my God. Y'all lucky I can't jump through this.
Oh man.
Zero. That's good.
Nate's in the building. We got Nate in the building. Make sure to like, sub, share, super chat, y'all. We got Nate in the building. Let's see what Nate's on.
Yo, what's up?
Nate Dog.
Hey, I've been watching y'all for like a year now. I mean, it was Gorilla Hebrew who brought me into this truth, but I just got simple questions, little stuff.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Make yourself at home.
All right, so I want to get into where it says that if we sin willfully, there's no more sacrifice. I mean, in the Christian church, when I first heard it, it scared me. I was like, does that mean I'm screwed because I didn't sin willfully? Like, what does that mean?
Deacon, unless you got something.
Well, the precept to that is Hebrews 6. Hassan, get Hebrews 6 and start at verse 4 to 6. This is simply answered. In the Christian church, they don't know what the hell they're talking about anyway.
They don't know what's going on.
First off, they promote willful sin.
Yeah.
They'll take you back, hug you.
Yeah. Hebrews 6 and 4. For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were made partakers of the Holy Ghost and have tasted the good word of God and the powers of the world to come, if they shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance, seeing they crucified to themselves the Son of God afresh and put him to open shame.
Keep going.
Verse 7. For the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh off upon it, and bringeth forth herbs, meat for them by whom it is dressed, receiveth blessings from God. But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned.
You see that? So it's saying that if you go back to the world, not if you slip up, but if you go back to the world and go back to your vomit,
go back to a life of sin.
Right, a life of sin, or lifestyle rather.
Yeah.
Right now, you're committed to keeping the laws, right?
Yeah.
Even if let's say you slip up, you still are committed. You still is like, nah, I'm gonna keep pushing in the right direction. If you just forsook that totally and say, you know what, I'm going back to be the nigga I used to be. That's really what I'm dealing with. Give me that. If I build the things I destroyed.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, go ahead, bring that out too. This
Romans,
is another good precept.
Romans chapter. No. So that's Galatians chapter 2, verse 18. It says, "For if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor."
See that? Go ahead. No, keep going. I need the whole thing, pal.
I'm gonna start at verse 17.
I need Romans 6. I need Romans 6 to begin with. That's what I need.
Romans 6 and 6. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed.
That the what?
Body of sin might be destroyed.
You destroy the body of sin. Your old man that you could be off into sin, you destroy him. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you build him again, that's that willful sin. If you build him up and you go back into that lifestyle.
I see. All right, but my next thing is, like, I've been watching y'all videos, so I see how y'all feel, how y'all treat white people. I mean, and I don't necessarily disagree, because when they ask you why y'all doing this, why y'all speaking to people like this, or whatever the case may be, y'all have the history, you have the logic, you have the facts to back it up. But I was watching one video, and I think it was in Deuteronomy. It was like, "Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite," and y'all refuted it. And y'all showed where it was like in the Hebrew or in the Strong's, it was like, it means like the Persians or something like that.
Syrians.
But where I'm coming from is, we're supposed to love our brother and everything. If Esau is originally our brother, our twin brother, isn't there a certain amount of love or respect we're supposed to have for him in general, him being our brother?
Good question. The answer is no, and I'll explain. I'll explain. Let's go here. I'm gonna open up the scripture for you. Right, so all right. So Esau and Jacob are technically brothers, right? But as a matter of fact, before I even get here, let's just go here. Right, as we see here, Genesis 25 and 23, 2 nations, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So as we can see here, we are to be separate. We're not, even though we came out of that same womb, we don't have that togetherness or that bond for coming out of that same womb as according to the prophecy. Now just going to Leviticus 19 and 17. And it says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. So your brother, your neighbor, and the children of your people, which was separated from Esau, that's who we're supposed to love, right? But even with that being said, there's another side to the coin I do want to talk about.
Wait, so what you're saying is, where you just read, at that point of separation, we no longer look at Esau as our brother, like he's just all right.
We were taken from him, but here's the but though. Where's the scripture I'm looking for? Hold on. The scripture I'm looking for. Let me try to keyword it real quick, King. Right. Right here in Romans 12 and 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Right. So if possible, this is just going to show that you don't have to, just because we have the stand that we have and we know what's going to happen to white people, Edomites as the big nationality, that doesn't mean we have to be at odds with every single white person that we see. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't necessarily mean that, or we don't have to be aggressive with them and talk down to every single white person we see. That's not what we do. That's not how we should do it. Certain particular times call for certain particular treatments, but you can also go on YouTube. I'm sure if you watch us on YouTube, you've seen interactions that we've had with white people that were perfectly peaceful, not disrespectful. I've
seen it where y'all just straight bring out the scriptures and it's just like that and it's in the conversation.
Exactly. It just depends on what's going on at that time in any particular given time, what the spirit calls for.
Yeah, I see.
What else you got?
All right, hold on, let me go to my notes. I got you. Oh yeah, okay. So we see that salvation is only for Israel. Like I've learned that just by watching y'all. Y'all proved that many times. And we know that the other nations are going into slavery.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one thing that I've heard y'all go over is that all the Edomites will be completely and utterly just wasted and destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen a prophecy, but my question is it just that's it? That's a wrap? There's nothing, like no hope.
Yeah, for them.
Let me ask a question, brother Nate. Do you have a white girlfriend?
Nah, no.
You have any white friends or family members?
Well, see, my situation is, I grew up, in the struggle in the hood, and then I was adopted at about 13 by all white family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really where my these questions come from.
Yeah. Well, that's not a problem, because in that situation, of course, you're going to develop an affinity to the ones who took you in. But here's the flip side of the coin. If the white man didn't bring us over here and separate our families and put us in this struggle, then you wouldn't have had to be put up for adoption. Right? So we understand that it looks like that's a good deed that they did, but they should have never touched us and kidnapped us in the first place. So basically, what you have to do is, you see both of these brothers, Gorilla Hebrew and Shatar Hassad, they both are past your situation because their biological mothers are Edomite. So you have to totally be, you have to be a man and remove your emotions from the situation. And you have to totally stand on something that we call sola scriptura. You have to stand on the Bible. You have to stand on the law. You have to stand on the prophecies, because our opinions and emotions don't matter.
Yeah, how old are you, King? Y'all, it's patreon.com/Shakari. Go ahead, Salaki.
I'm gonna be 19 January.
19. Okay, young man. See, I came into this walk at 17 years old. How old was you when you came in? 16? 16. So we came in right young, came around the time as you. But I want to show you something. And this is the mindset that we have to be in. And there's a lot of people in this truth that aren't necessarily in this mindset yet. But to me, scriptures like this have helped me totally mold my mind into the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh. This scripture, I'm going to show it to you now. Give me that. I know. Go ahead. You know what I need. Yeah.
1 Samuel chapter 3. Okay. I'm going to start at verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I got to start verse 11 for the context. And the Lord said to Samuel, behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth it. And that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house.
So this is the Most High speaking to the prophet Samuel, right? And Samuel is in the temple with Eli. He lives there with the high priest at the time. And the Most High is giving a particular cursed prophecy that he's giving, that Samuel as a child has to give to Eli, right? Read.
Concerning his house, when I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, as his sons made themselves vile and restrained them not. And therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. I'm going to read verse 17.
So this is the Most High having Samuel to tell Eli, listen, because of your sons, not even because of you, because of your sons, I'm going to destroy your house. And I'm going to destroy your house, and you can't sacrifice. There's nothing you can do about it, right? Read.
I'm going to verse 17. And he said, this is Samuel, or Eli speaking to Samuel, and he said, "What is the thing that the Lord hath said unto thee?"
So Eli just asked Samuel, Samuel, what did Yahweh say? What did the Most High say? Read.
I pray thee, hide it not from me. God do so to thee, and more also if thou hide anything from me of all the things that he said unto thee.
Read on.
And Samuel told him every whit and hid nothing from him.
So Samuel told him everything, right? Read.
And he said, "It is the Lord Yahweh. Let him do what seemeth him good."
See, what did Eli say? This man just said, I'm going to destroy your house. I'm going to kill your kids. Is what he said to Eli. And Eli said, he is Yahweh. Let him do whatever he seems right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. This is the mindset we got to come into. Not my will, not your will. What did Yahweh say when we pray the Lord's Prayer? Our Father who art in heaven, thy will be done. Thy kingdom come. So it's about his will. So
that's a big thing. Coming out of the Christian church, it's a whole new ball game when you really start reading the Bible and getting into it, because you go from thinking you got to keep the law, then to come and realize you do need to keep the law, you do need to have faith, you do need to study, you do need to do these things, or what you're doing is worthless. And my whole mindset, like my whole world's getting turned upside down, just coming into it and realizing what the truth is.
Yeah, kind of course. And that's what happens. We all kind of deal with different stages. You got another precept, officer?
I just had a point.
Go ahead.
One thing that helped me come into the truth is number one is not trying to look at the negative things and being so pessimistic about. You have people who you care about who are not eligible for the salvation. Rather, look at who is eligible for the salvation. Your immediate family, things of that nature. So just try to be more optimistic about it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Christ died for you. Christ died for our people. He's coming to save us. Those are the things that you should be meditating on, as opposed to, oh, well, what about such and such and so and so. You should say you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So just try to maintain that positive attitude, brother.
For sure. I mean, I'm not necessarily, worried about it. I was just, because, like you said, that certain affinity, I'm definitely, more focused on my own, brothers from my own, bloodline and my real family, whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to know, just because, I just need that knowledge.
Yeah. Basically, brother, all white people are going into slavery, and then they're going to be exterminated. Even the good ones, the so-called good ones, and the bad ones. Just like your ancestors and forefathers had to go into captivity, the good ones and the bad ones. These other nations do not have it better than us. So the good ones and the bad ones are going into slavery, and they're going to have to fulfill the judgment written and get those consequences. So, we're not saying, that you need to abhor or hate. The only thing you need to do is keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, teach the truth and live the truth, and believe in the Son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Kanye, where you located at, Nate?
I'm, Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, how far is that from Atlanta?
About an hour, but I live in Winder. It's a little bit deeper in the pastures and the cows.
Okay. Well, you got to come out here and see us, man. At CNN, man. You know what I'm saying? Come see. And most I will be getting ready to open this school up out here. You know what I mean? We'll have a building, so man, you definitely got to come through, King. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to come through this Saturday.
Okay.
All praises, brother. Get in this thing, brother. We need young warriors in this thing, brother. So yeah, you can email us Exodus1715. You could hit us up on Facebook or Instagram, and then we'll get your personal contact. We'll link you in with the brothers, and keep watching the videos, keep praying, keep keeping the law statutes, keep doing what you're doing, brother. And whatever questions you got, we'll link you up with the closest officer to you, which would more than likely be Shatar Hassad.
Yeah, the bot. Definitely.
Any more questions?
I mean, I do got one more, but it's kind of I just ask it. So I seen a video y'all went over with heaven and hell, and how the Christian concept of heaven and hell is just straight screwed. So can y'all get into how you die and then you come back, and how the judgments are played out on earth? Because I didn't understand it at all. Because you grew up in the Christian church, or heaven, hell, fiery furnace, or pearly gates. Like how does that work?
So you're saying the whole concept of heaven and hell?
Yeah, like I know the Christian concept is totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
because I seen a video where Gorilla Hebrew went over like the word hell. It just basically means death or the grave.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so there's two instances. Is Hassad still there? Let's get that Lamentations, and we will be cast out of heaven.
Yeah.
So there's two concepts to hell and heaven in the Bible. There's the physical condition, and then there's the grave, and then there's the actual spirit world, right?
Okay.
So let's just get a couple of precepts on that.
Yeah, I got something too afterwards.
Okay, go ahead.
Lamentations 2:1. It says, how hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel.
You see that? So it says Israel was cast down from heaven to the earth. What does that mean? We went from a lofty position, both kingdoms together, both kingdoms together, opulence, autonomy, sovereignty, to being damn slaves to these lesser human beings, aka heathens, called in the Bible, right? That's one concept of heaven rather being a condition. And what else you got aside?
Okay, I got two more precepts for hell being a condition. Prayer of Azariah. This is in the Apocrypha. It's also called the Song of the 300 Children. It says, "O Ananias, Azarias, and Mishael." You read about these three in the book of Daniel. If you're familiar with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Their real name is Ananias, Azariah, and Mishael. It says, "O Ananias, Azariah, and Mishael, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever, for he hath delivered us from hell, and saved us from the hand of death, and delivered us out of the midst of the furnace and burning flame." When you go into the story, they were all three of them cast into the fire. So hell is just like the brother said, in a low estate, in a bad condition. Let me get another scripture. This is Jonah chapter 2, verse 2. It says, I'm gonna start verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly. So it tells you where Jonah's at, in a belly of a fish. And said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, for being afflicted, and he heard me out of the belly of hell, cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So again, Jonah's being afflicted. He's in a low estate, in a bad position. That's hell. That's what we're in right now. Like there's a saying, the white man's heaven is a black man's hell. That's exactly where we're in right now.
Okay. So this captivity right now that we're in would be, thought of as hell.
Yeah, a hell. Right, and then that's what the scriptures say in Hebrews. Hebrews, the heavenly Jerusalem. That heavenly Jerusalem is dealing with us being back in our land.
Yeah, it's not talking about something being celestial, but also like you said either pearly gates or fiery furnace, right?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Deuteronomy 4:20. But the Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt.
See, so we was in Egypt, we was in hell, we was in that furnace. That's what Egypt is. That's what any captivity we going through is. That's that iron furnace. That's hell. You know what I mean? That's when we don't get to dictate and make our own rules for ourselves. We're subject to somebody else. Somebody's over us, somebody's oppressing us, etc. That's hell for us. See?
And if you really want to cut hell, all you got to do is get into reincarnation. That's the ultimate debunking of hell. If you're coming back,
the Wrath of Man.
Yes,
I'm gonna show you this in Psalms as well, because the concept that that the Most High has designed a place specifically to enact wrath upon people, past what man has the ability to enact on men, is off. I'm gonna show you now. Go ahead.
Psalm 76:10. Surely the wrath of man shall praise thee.
See that? Read.
The remainder of wrath shalt thou restrain.
See, the wrath of man shall praise thee, the remainder of wrath shall thou restrain. Meaning, what men do to each other is sufficient for judgment for the Most High God. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when United States dropped Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was sufficient. It said the rest of wrath that he would have towards the people, he restrains after the wrath of man. So if he restrained his wrath, how is he sending people to hell after they're dead? That death that they got, that was that wrath coming upon them from men. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ways, and we got to start. Like Yahushua says in John 3, except a man be born again. So us being born again, meaning we when somebody's a baby, their mind is totally moldable because they're coming in without prior knowledge of anything save was involuntary, like breathing and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So we got to be that, you know what I'm saying, remoldable. And we got to understand that a lot of this stuff that we believe from the church comes from Greek mythology, Roman mythology, things of that nature. The concept of heaven and hell and things of that. It all come from Greek and Roman mythology. So we should know that, you know, that's not of the Most High God. You got something else?
Yeah, even Pac said, "Have you ever seen a crackhead? That's eternal fire." So, even Tupac understands that local people are in right now.
That's the part that clicked for me, because I was wondering, like, if there's heaven and hell, then what's up with, you know, Yahweh, you know, putting Israel through all these, you know, insane enslavements and judgment. That's how that.
Why go to slavery if it's just hell? We just gonna go to hell? Like
yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of pain right there. I'm gonna be a slave, then I'm gonna die and go to hell. Damn.
You know what's crazy too? It's like we get slandered and ridiculed against because we're teaching hate and we're supposed to teach all love. But we're dealing with a God who will put a whole nation of people into captivity, kill you over burning an incense the wrong way, and then after that, put you in hell to burn eternally. Where's the love at in that?
Well, Vocab told Hassan that he's kind of soft. He said, "You guys are kind of soft because you don't believe in eternal hellfire. You don't want God to have that type of wrath."
As long as they can't see the wrath, he's a great God. But if you can see, if the wrath is played out in real time, then it would be horrific. But somebody in the chat said the 7 stages of hell, those first of all, you're misunderstanding those verses, and they were an addition to Second Ezra. Second, somebody said, what about Luke 16?
Those verses, like you said, the cool thing about those verses is nobody can validate those verses. And even if you actually read those verses, it's not describing hell at all. It's just, what it's saying the torment is people are tormented knowing that they're not the chosen. And they're seeing they're basically being forced to watch a video of the chosen get saved and the wicked get judged. And that's what's tormenting them, seeing that they're not going to get this salvation.
And then seeing the proof with the verses in the scripture and all the history behind it, it hurts.
You see what I'm saying? That's what those verses is basically saying. That people are going there to try to prove hell, but that ain't what it's saying. It's just like, damn, when you think about how stupid you are for being wicked and that you're not going to get a reward for it, that's the torment. You know what I mean?
That's why I remember Wisdom of Solomon 5, it says, and they repenting and groaning within themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, same thing. When they see our salvation, they're going to realize the huge mistake that they made.
Now there is an everlasting burning that will be on the earth, and it's called Tophet. But you're not going to be alive. It's just going to be the carcasses. People aren't going to be feeling the torment. There's going to be dead bodies as a reminder for the heathens to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You can read about this in Isaiah 65 or 66, I believe, and also other places. So even in that concept,
talk about something.
Is that where it says the smoke ascendeth up forever and ever?
Nah.
That's the Babylon. That's America. The smoke will ascend forever and ever, right? Meaning you're gonna be able to see it. This whole land is gonna be burned as a memorial. But there's going to be a place. There's a place in Israel. You can research this. It's called Tophet. So when our people were going off, even before we went into Israel, the Canaanites who occupied our land before we did, they used it to burn children in there, right? Then eventually, when we started going off and following their ways, we started doing that. What the Most High says in Isaiah, now you can get it in Isaiah, that he's going to turn this place back on, and the heathens that are wicked in the kingdom, we're going to take them and throw them in there. Go ahead.
Isaiah 66 and 24. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have
read one verse before.
Okay, my bad. Isaiah 66 and 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me.
So say everybody got to come worship the Most High Yahweh, right? Read.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me.
All these heathens that sin, you're going to see their dead bodies. Like you said, they're not going to be alive just feeling this, but you're going to see their dead bodies. Read.
For their worms shall not die,
Uh-huh.
neither shall their fire be quenched.
Uh-huh. You're going to see the carcass. Read.
And they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
Uh-huh. It's going to be abhorrent, meaning it's going to be a disgusting sight to see, but it's going to be there as a reminder to not break the laws of the Most High.
I got you. All right. I got, one last thing.
Go ahead, Ken.
When all is said and done, all the prophecy has been fulfilled, and, Christ returns, will all of Israel be saved, or will there be some who are eternally destroyed?
None will be eternally destroyed, right? You have 2/3 of Israel that's in America that'll be destroyed. You have the rebels that'll be gathered up and brought to the wilderness that don't want to bow their knee to Yahweh. They will be destroyed. And then all of Israel that's alive at that time will go into Israel and establish a reign with Christ, with Yahweh. But all the other Israelites will be reborn over the process of time through what they call reincarnation. That's how all Israel will be saved. That's why I say in Romans, all Israel will be saved.
Okay. And when the 2/3 in America are destroyed, is this going to be that judgment for the the wicked Israelites that are living here now?
That's why I say in Amos, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. So that's their judgment. Dying with their oppressor, dying with their enemy, not getting saved with their brothers and by their brother Yahweh their king.
Okay, I got you.
Definitely.
That's all I got.
Okay, King. Well, yeah, man. Most I will, man. We see you Saturday, man. It'll be beautiful.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank y'all for real.
No sweat, no sorry. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
You
got any closing words, Deacon?
Oh man, a lot of people are getting ready to commit idolatry tomorrow and celebrate ancient Greek idols.
Look, I want to make sure this is on the record, y'all. Do not eat anyone's food on Thanksgiving. That's a sin. Don't do it.
And don't let any fake Israelites tell you it's okay to do it. Okay. So
all right, eat that damn food that's offered unto idols, that's offered unto the genocide of your brothers, Gad and Reuben. Do not eat that damn food. So go ahead.
It's something that Christ hates. Revelation 2:20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which called herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. Christ hates that, man. You're not supposed to eat things sacrificed unto idols, especially to the commemoration of the genocide of your brothers. How weak and disgusting are you, man?
Yeah, and not only that, it goes back to what's that Greek god cornucopia, Deacon?
Cornucopia, yeah.
It goes back to a Greek god, just like all this stuff. It's all connected to idolatry, all the things that they extol in this society, right?
Somebody said, what if you wait until next day?
Listen, it doesn't matter. If they made it for Thanksgiving, don't eat it. Stop playing. Yeah. Nigga, go eat a sandwich, not turkey. You know what I mean? Just eat a PB&J or something, man. Yeah. Eat what you would eat on any other day. Yeah. Stop going with the ways of this world, esteeming days. Yeah. Don't get me upset in here, man. Sure. Somebody said, can I go to pizza? Yes, you go to pizza shop. You know why? Because people don't eat pizza for Thanksgiving. People go home and they eat turkey. So if you want to go to the pizza shop, great, because that's not what they do on Thanksgiving. See? Go ahead.
I think it's just crazy too. It's
fine, nigga.
Go to Boston Market any other day of the year
and eat all the same food.
All the same food.
Damn. This nigga said, "All right, man, my bad."
Levi too. Levi, but first off, what the hell did you doing eating damn Thanksgiving? Ain't nothing worse than Haitians eating Thanksgiving. When are you do you even got your papers, man? Nigga eating Thanksgiving and stuff. Nigga ain't even legal yet. Come on now, I'm playing with you, brother. I'm just joking, man. But seriously, all right? We eat plenty of turkey all damn year, okay? Fried, see?
Yeah. Well, man, at La Citadel, they were out of fried turkey. That's how much turkey brothers were eating.
That's right. That's beautiful. But yeah, man, I just want to make sure that goes out. And
I'll be eating some ground bison. I'll be eating something so far from American tradition. I'm gonna be eating some ground bison.
That's right. See the Gad will eat that.
Yeah, I'm really eating the Gad meal. I'm eating the real Gad meal tomorrow.
Fry bread. Some fry bread.
And we love Gad. And before the love of Gad, all my Tribe of Gad shirts on urbangorilla.com are going to be 25% off tomorrow through the weekend. so make sure to cop those. What man? What?
Charles Wilkinson. No, man. No. Don't eat it, man. Just don't eat any of the food. Don't take a nibble.
What if they fix you a plate? No, man. If it was made in and around the Thanksgiving feast for the commemoration of Thanksgiving, don't eat it. It's very, very, very simple. Go to a drive-thru, right? Just do anything except that. All right? Very simple. Get 25% off urbangorilla.com. Sakari for Patreon exclusively tomorrow if y'all sign up. Go ahead. And like Asarala just said, FOP Thanksgiving. To get your FOP shirts on urbangorilla.com now too. Go ahead. It's a life.
Brother Mark, read Revelation the 2nd chapter. And you'll find it.
You'll find
some extra reading to do.
That's right. That's right, brother. But yeah, so yeah, we're doing the war games tomorrow. If y'all want to check it out, and just get on Patreon.com.
This nigga's funny. I do not drive a Lexus. I had some breakfast. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else, man. We can close out.
Yeah, man. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing war games tomorrow for Patreon. Patreon.com/Sakari. You want to get on there? Any tier will get you access to that live stream. It'll be about 8 hours. So like I said, I know a lot of people are off or you out of school or whatever tomorrow. You could hang out with us all day and watch Sakari debate each other. For a change. It's all right.
I won't be debating.
All right. Deacon and me will not. Unlike regular, he and I will not be debating, but everyone else will be debating each other. All right. So we'll be judging.
I'll be debating them at the end.
So no, we won't. Stop lying to people. All right. .com/Sakari. That's the link. The brother who asked for the link. Patreon.com/Sakari. Very simple. And the link, it's not in the description of this video because this description is blank, but most of our other videos, the link is actually just in the description. Same for urbangorilla.com, etc. So yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Then at 8, there will be a 30 for 30 on the Sakari page, on the main page. And then at 9, we'll be going live right here on Sakari Public Enemies. And we're gonna open up the phone lines for call-ins tomorrow night, starting at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Hang out, get edified, get fed for real. The hell with that Thanksgiving meal. Get fed in the spirit, because we love Yahweh Shai, and he said, if you love me, feed my sheep. Point blank period. So with that, we give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and say shalom.
Shalom.